Hello, welcome to Create Together. I'm Kim, and I'm an art instructor at Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art. For today's project, we're going to explore wearable art and learn how to make sculptural costumes. For inspiration, we'll get started by taking a look at an artwork in an exhibition called Crafting America. So gather around and get ready to join me in your own collaborative studio. Today, we are inspired by an artist named Daryl Montana. Let's take a moment to look closely at the figure in this photograph. How would you describe the costume? Imagine what it would be like to wear this piece. How would you move? What would it feel like? During his childhood, Daryl Montana learned from his father how to string beads and make extravagant costumes. As he grew up, Montana was also taught traditional songs and dance, emphasizing the swift movement of his feet. What things have you been taught during your childhood? Who taught you how to do these things? Carrying on the tradition from his father, Montana is Big Chief of the Yellow Pocahontas Hunters tribe. This group is one of the many New Orleans black masking Indian groups who perform in neighborhoods wearing decorated suits during the Mardi Gras season each spring. The history of these groups can be traced back to the time of slavery. While there are many stories about the origin of masking, some believe the tradition began as a way to thank indigenous communities that sheltered those who had escaped from slavery. This is an ongoing African American tradition which began in Montana's family in the late 1860s. Does your family have any traditions or rituals you participate in every year? What do you like best about these traditions? What objects are involved? Today, I'll be showing you how to design a sculptural costume to celebrate a family tradition. You can pause this video or scroll back to any step if you need to. For this project, you'll need to find these materials in your kit: drawing paper, colored foam sheets, pipe cleaners, fabric strips, yarn, white air-dry clay, a watercolor set, small paintbrushes, pencils, sgraffito styluses, copper wire, and pony beads. And you'll need a couple of materials from home, such as a cup of water and a good pair of scissors. Alright, let's get started. Within your group, think of a family tradition and the meaning behind the celebration. Using a pencil, draw a sculptural costume that you would like to wear to celebrate that tradition. What would your headpieces or bracelets look like? Here at Crystal Bridges, we usually celebrate our beautiful trails and grounds with an annual event called Garden Party. You may or may not have been to this family event before. For this tradition, we usually have art making, music, and nature-related activities all around the trails and grounds of the museum. It's a time to connect to the environment around us by learning about native plants and animals. Measure the copper wire around your head to make a headpiece. Measure your wrists to make bracelets. Leave 2 inches extra to connect your pieces and cut any excess wire with a pair of scissors. What costume details would you want to include to show your family tradition? Use the following steps to create details for your costume pieces. Create a clay bead by forming a small ball of clay between the palms of your hands. Then pinch the small ball into any shape you want. Apply color to the shape with the watercolor set and brush. Allow the paint to dry. You can form the other details on your costume while the beads are drying. Then use a sgraffito stylus to carve lines and shapes into the beads. Make foam shapes by using a pencil to draw your shapes directly onto the colored foam sheet. Use scissors to cut the shapes out. Poke a hole through each foam shape using a pencil. While the clay beads are still soft, string your beads and foam shapes directly onto the wire. Decorate with pipe cleaners. You can use pipe cleaners to form lines and shapes, string pony beads onto, and tie fabric or yarn scraps onto. Attach your decorated pipe cleaners by twisting them directly onto the wire. Add final details to your sculptural costume pieces by stringing pony beads, and tying fabric or yarn scraps directly onto the wire. After adding details, create a hook and eye closure. Make a loop by bending one end of the wire with the pencil using your fingertips. Make a smaller loop with the other end using a stylus. Then bend the end again with a pencil to create a U shape. Wait to wear your costume until after the clay beads are dry and hard. Use the hook and eye closure to wear and remove your sculptural costume pieces. Wear your pieces together as a group. How does your individual costume look in comparison to the others? We have completed our sculptural costumes. You can further explore this project by gathering recyclable or natural materials from home. Try adding these materials to your current costume or make a new one. How do adding these materials change the meaning of your sculptural costumes? Take a photo or video of your sculptural costumes and post it on social media with the hashtag #CreateTogetherKit. Thanks for joining me, y'all. See you next time. If you want to see more artwork with costumes, take a look at Walt Kuhn's painting. Fascinated by modern entertainers, Walt Kuhn frequently painted portraits of clowns, circus performers, and dancers. What costume pieces do you see here? How does this woman's ensemble look similar or different to Daryl Montana's costume? Talk about these questions with your group and continue to explore crafting.